rocks to rest. Our otters, safe at home in their exhibit, may snooze on the deck.
He's visiting me.
Oh my gosh. That one got stuck in the kelp. I don't know why. Wait, no it didn't. Or it was just rescuing you or something.
You guys can.
That'd be great for you to see. Oh, I know, I can see that.
We can sort of
Yeah. 2 minutes.
What's that? Looks like an underwater cave right there. Oh, I see where they come from. They come in that little hole and they come out through this little hole there. It's like a little underwater cave or something. I don't know what it looks like on the inside, however, only the outside.
How long they can hold their breath for.
60 seconds in a minute.
That's right. So how many seconds in 2 minutes?
11. Let's count it. 100.
Have you got the feel of samples? I'm holding about 36 million hairs right here in my hair.
I bet you'll have to count them up. Look at the goldfish.
Cool, guys.
Do you want to feel the
You want
pelt?
to feel the pelt, the fur?
Right behind you.
In the water for 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Normally,
Whoa,
the
it's
females
really
like we have
soft.
don't go under the water very long because they are kind of grab and go eaters because they have to feed babies. Whereas dads have a little more time, they can go shopping, so they're the ones that might go after.
Oh, I can see other kids over there. I can tell because of the water. It's so clear.
With supper.
There's another sea otter.
Isn't that soft? I know. This is what keeps them warm in our ocean
that?
because they don't really body fat. They don't need fat to keep them.
There.
Those nice big thick. They look fat. They do.
Good morning, everyone. I want to welcome you today to the Monterey Bay Aquarium and to our sea otter feeding and training session.
You're about
My
to
name
be
is
fed.
Simon, and if you're wondering where the voice is coming from, I'm standing behind most of you folks here on the mezzanine level. So hi, everyone. We're going to get started in just a minute. Before we do, though, I'd like to do a little bit of audience organization. I think a lot of this has already happened, but if you are up front by the windows and you notice there's a much shorter, small person standing behind you that you could allow to wiggle in front of you, we can maximize the number of people who can see through the windows. I also want to point out the video monitors above all the windows because those will all go to live cameras as soon as I step inside, and those will give you
I'm trying to be near my
the
kids.
feeding and training session as well.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So what you're going to be seeing is what we do every time we feed the otters. We use that as an opportunity to train. Otters are very food motivated, so we use food as positive reinforcement, and we teach them behaviors that help us to be able to better take care of them. So the training is really an integral part of how we care for the otters. It keeps them mentally alert, engaging their problem-solving skills. They have to think about, what do I have to do next to get my next bite of food? And then it also builds a trusting relationship between the trainers and the otters, which is really important because otters are really, really cute and not really, really friendly. So you have to have that trust to be able to get close to them, to be able to give them the care they need in a manner that is less stressful for the otters and therefore safer for
Well,
the people.
basically,
Excuse me, I do want to thank you for coming today. Your admission fees help to support our
What
otter
is that?
research. We do research
playing
with
with
our otters here on
something.
exhibit as well
It's
as
got something
behind
in
the
its
scenes.
hand.
We do research out in the wild with wild otters, and all of that is helping us to better understand these animals so that we can better protect the ecosystems that they rely on and keep them around for many future generations. So thank you so much for your support. When we're all done, I'll come back out here onto the mezzanine level, and if you have any questions at that time, I'll be more than happy to field those questions. And in the meantime, I'll join you again in just a moment from the other side of the window.
the other side of the window. Well, basically, they usually eat sea urchins and clam, shellfish and whatnot. But here, since there's glass, if they fed that their natural food here, well, they would probably like bang it on the glass to like eat and whatnot. So they're gonna feed something more soft and whatnot. And who knows when they're gonna be fed. I need to make sure I don't misstep, or luckily I'm on the very front area. And it's very bright with the screen up there. Oh, these are fake rocks. Oh, they're about to be fed. Get ready.
Hello again, everybody. Give me thumbs up if you can hear okay. All right, perfect. So we have 3 otters on exhibit today. On your far right is Rosa, the blondie.
Right now.
In the middle is Selka, and then on this side we have Abby. They're all female otters, and they're all here because they would not survive out in the wild. They've been deemed non-releasable for a variety of different life history reasons, and I can share those with you outside after the feeding if you're interested in them. So the trainers are working with their otters and asking them to do a variety of things. Let's see, that Selka was just asked to go to the window, and Chris is tossing her some food and rewarding her for having done what he asked her to do. Over here we asked Abby to come across from the other side of the exhibit to be by Rosa, and now Rosa's being asked to climb up onto the deck. This gives the trainers a chance to see them moving on land to make sure that they're moving okay in what is normal for them. Each otter has its own normal. Rosa, who's up on the deck, is our eldest daughter. She is now 20 years old, which is really remarkable.
20 years
We generally say that female sea otters live between 15 and 20 years. She is definitely a senior lady. But you know, when you live at a zoo or aquarium, it's a pretty good life. You get all the food you can eat, highest quality food possible, and you get free medical benefits. So she could well outlast her normal lifespan. And we hope that she will. She's in good health and will be with us for a while longer. Now, one of the other jobs that these otters play, and you don't see it in front of the scenes, is they periodically can go behind the scenes and act as what we call a surrogate mom. In otters, it's kind of like being a foster mom. So if there's a pup that needs a mom to teach them their skills, our otters can go behind the scenes. Chris was just using an interesting tool. He was giving Selka some food through a syringe. This would be a way that we would be able to give them medicine if we needed to. And so we want them to be used to it. We want them to know that the syringe is nice and yummy. It's got good food in it, and so it's not something that's scary. And so he practices that with her periodically, and she's willing to take the slurry of food from the syringe. Oh boy, yummy. Reminds me of the kids to have those little squeezy things now with all kinds of yummy food in it. So she gets rewarded with another piece of food for having taken a bite of the slurry. It's kind of fun. So when our otters are behind the scenes and acting as a surrogate mom, they're working with a pup that we